Alright. I actually just got a notification on this one, so hopefully you guys did too. We're back again. Oh. Didn't have the mic on. That probably helped. No one in here yet, but for the replay viewers, we're back doing some more testing of Exeter Country Club by TrashCanDesigns. I mean, CDrum. You guys saw the video yesterday. CDrum was kind enough to, after we were done streaming, he did some more changes for the course and uploaded a new file. So if he was kind enough to spend the time to make some changes, least I can do is come out here and test them out. So back is hurting. Honestly, I slept like trash last night because I was so amped up and so excited with everything that was going on yesterday. So it's probably going to be ugly, but at least we'll be able to see what absurd changes CDrum made. I know for a fact he added a QR code. I think for the audio at least. I don't know if he added anything else. Knowing him, he probably added some sniffle noises or something. But I have the audio going through the projector. So what I'm going to do for the opening tee shot, you guys heard it yesterday. What I'm going to do is kind of take my mic off and hold it up to the projector. You should at least be able to hear it. He did a cool like opening tee shot announcement. And then from there, I have a piece of paper over here. And the reason why I'm streaming it too, kind of documented evidence. I mean, I was no complaints yesterday. He didn't have to change a single thing based on what he did yesterday. But if I notice anything major that maybe got messed up when he changed stuff or anything major as far as like the design, document it at least for the stream. And then I have a piece of paper over here. I can take some notes if need be. But first and foremost here, we got to try to actually try to hit a couple balls first. Wow. Why does everything hurts? My back hurts, my wrists hurt, my legs hurt from working out. Hopefully a couple people jump in. We can talk about the craziness of CDrum, everything that transpired yesterday. I mean, again, the fact, I'll probably repeat some of this stuff when other people come in, but the fact that he literally did that in under a day, very, very kind and gracious with his time to do that in the first place and make it so good on top of it. It's absurd. I know me and him, we kind of joke back and forth. We say a lot of stuff sarcastically, but all jokes aside, like I said before, can't thank CDrum enough for taking time out of his day. He's got a lot of stuff going on, so to be able to be kind enough to take time out of his day and do that for me and then pop on, and he's done multiple live streams. He tested it with me yesterday. It was awesome. Hey, what's up, Boogeyman Bill? Just warming up. I don't know if you caught the beginning part, but CDrum was kind enough to make some changes to the course yesterday after we did the live stream, and he sent it to me last night. So I mentioned yesterday I really should have taken today off. I wasn't planning on coming out here and hitting balls, but least I can do is play through it if he was nice enough to make some changes. So we'll see what he switched around. I know for a fact he added a QR code. Knowing him, there's probably some other troll type of stuff. He said the original time he didn't have enough time to troll me. And despite what he was saying, I do want to set the record straight. Despite what he was saying, how I was rushing him, I know he was just kidding. I was hesitant. I didn't even want to give him a course. I told him to focus on other builds and his customers and all that stuff. He said he didn't have a ton going on, so he had some spare time. But I wasn't rushing him. I wasn't telling him it needs to be done. I wasn't barking out orders. Crazy he can do the course that fast. I know. Like, the fact that he can just put together, like, even if it was just like a random made up course, the fact that you can just make any course that quick, but then to be able to do the course that literally looks identical to real life, obviously, you know, like GSPro, if you've played anything that has all the accurate layouts and everything, the fact that he could like make it to where it looked like that. So like course in general, but then two, like how good it was, and then all the cool little added stuff he did on top of it, between the T markers, the flags, the intro. The guy is a wizard. He's a golf wizard. He's a GSPro wizard, and apparently he's an IT wizard as well. I don't know what they're eating over there in that CDrum household, but apparently it's working. And apparently, based on what his wife was saying, maybe it's CDrum that's doing some of the cooking. I don't know. How funny was that? He had his brother-in-law and his wife in here trolling him. Hopefully they don't come across this one. I don't know if I can handle that right now. I was debating doing a vertical stream too to get some more people in here, but I figured a little bit wider, better look of the course if I do it this way. I could even shrink down my video a little bit so you could see the course a little bit better, but figured he was going to do one for you from the earlier stream, just not that fast. I know he mentioned it. I was kind of like subtly hinting that there wasn't anything around here, but obviously I don't expect to have someone just do it. But he asked me a couple times, and I finally caved and told him. I gave him I think like 3 or 4 courses that I like around here, and I told him just pick whatever one kind of catches his eye, and he went with that one. They were getting brutal though between him and his wife. I was saying friendly fire. They were going at it. No one yet. Apologies if you watched that back. I know I was kind of at a loss for words, and I'm probably going to be the same thing when I play this again, but I must have said this is unreal probably 50 times. I put a comment down saying, can someone do a this is unreal counter? Oh, that was pulled. I'm just hitting my choke down approach wedge. I think we don't have it 100% set in stone, but pretty sure tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern, we're gonna try to do a 4-man scramble with Spike, another person, Lyndon CC. He hit me up about doing a stream, so I think he's gonna join us, and then one more person. I think Spike's gonna try to get one more. I'm kind of worried about, even yesterday, like I gotta do a better job of letting, if I'm playing with like CDrum or anyone else, letting them talk. It just feels like I'm like kind of there with them. So like if you're in the same room, you kind of like, you either like agree as he's saying something, but I gotta do a better job of letting other people talk, because I know as far as when I watch it back, it's kind of tough to hear when like two people are talking at the same time. I think me and him can kind of hear each other all right. So like if I like jump in, if he's like saying something and I try to say something like funny real quick, the audio kind of gets smashed together. So I'm just kind of worried about tomorrow of having 4 people all talking at the same time, but we'll see how it goes. It should be fun. Makes me think about the one I was finishing working on. Well, I was asking too. I don't know how far you are, Bill. I was asking him like that video or the course that Golfy did with like the Google Maps. If I could make one in like a weekend, I probably would have made the one he made. So good thing he did it versus me. But if that would have been something that I could have worked on for like a weekend and just get it to the point where I could just play it, it's pretty cool. And I think there's been some comments on that video last night, the live stream. Someone specifically asked if it was available to play because he wanted to play it today. Funny enough, but I got to double check with CDrum. I think the plan is just test it. Maybe this will be it, and any kind of final changes. I don't want him to keep spending time on it, so I don't even know if I'm going to tell him to change anything. But I think the plan is that he's going to basically just finalize it if I have any, I think, big discrepancies with it, and then I'm assuming he's going to post it and have it public for anyone to use. These first time yesterday for the stream, he sent me like the Google Drive, and I extracted it and just copied that folder for the course over to the GSPro courses folder, and then you can just load it up that way. Same thing here. I deleted that one. I cleared the cache. Right, well, so I deleted the old one before I even opened up GSPro. I deleted the old one, put the new one there, and then I loaded up GSPro. I think it was still the new one, but just to be sure, I cleared the cache and I reloaded the courses to make sure. I haven't fired it up yet, but I think it should be the updated one. I believe. If I had to guess, I know for a fact he sent me a picture of a QR code, so he put that in there. If I had to guess, he probably changed some of the like rendering settings or whatever he was saying to make it run a little bit smoother. People were chirping me on the laptop, but I would assume he did that, and then I don't know if he changed anything else like a couple times. I know he did a little bit of work on the stream across the first hole at the bottom of the hill. I don't know what else he changed besides that, but I guess we'll see together here in a little bit. Have mine all splined and meshes are done. I was just placing houses and stuff and hung up on grasses. So it sounds like you're pretty close then. What would you say, Bill? You like 80% done? Sounds like it's probably pretty playable at this point. I don't really know. I don't know what any of those meshes or splines. Is splines where you like trace out the tee boxes and the greens? I don't really know what any of that means. All I know is, from what I understand, very high level. You get the LiDAR and then you overlay like the Google Earth image, and then from there it's all like tracing and customizing. But that may not, I don't know, that may not even be right. I did give him a request. I told him I was making a list. I had a list going on my phone because I watched that stream back twice already. And made a list. I don't know if that list already at this point is outdated, if he already changed some of the stuff, but I told him by far and away I had two requests. Number 1A would be to change the intro to when it says towards the end, like, subscribe to Hosel Rocket Golf for the best GSPro content on YouTube. I told him to change that to the worst GSPro content on YouTube, and I told him my request 1B would be to put a couple QR codes along the course for his website. But I think knowing him, he sent me the one. He put a QR code in, and it does not go to his website. So that kind of made me mad. I mean, the guy, at least he could do is advertise for himself a little bit, you would think. But he's as far as the course goes, unfortunately and fortunately, he can pretty much do whatever he wants, and I can't do anything about it. So kind of got to deal with it, I guess. But all right, we're back up a little bit more towards 100 on that shot. Probably hit. I guess we'll go pitch and wedge 9-8, and then I don't know. Driver's gonna be rough. I can already tell. Long irons are gonna be rough. Good news is I could shoot like 100 here at this course, and because I'm the only one that's played it solo so far, technically I'll have the course record even with 100. What'd you guys think about the games yesterday? Like I was saying during the stream, that first game was going on, the Kansas City game. I don't think that was that great anyways, but all my focus was on soaking in the awesomeness of the course. So I had my phone over here. I was listening to it. I had one earbud in for the phone, listening to the game, and I had another earbud in um, talking to CDrum. I kind of felt if you guys ever like talk on the phone with two earbuds in, it sounds like you're almost like underwater because you can't hear your own voice. So I was probably talking pretty loud for a lot of that. I was probably screaming just because I couldn't judge how loud I was actually talking with both earbuds in versus usually I only have one. But um, second game was a little bit better with the Lions and the what's up, E School? With the Lions and the Commanders. I think they're still the Commanders, Washington football team, whatever they are. That's not sure how much there more is to do. I think it would be playable as is if I finish the last steps. Send it to me if you can. Maybe I could test it for you, see if anything jumps out at you. I would assume it's probably helpful. CDrum wanted me to try it, and it was just fun to play yesterday. But I would assume if you had someone else do a bill, maybe you would watch someone else play it and maybe notice some things that you could possibly change or make better. I don't know. I'm pretty sure CDrum said that he when he tests course, he just goes through and plays them from like the par 3 tees. But I would assume you doing that one for your first time, CDrum probably makes his designs right off the bat are probably pretty much ready to go with very minimal mistakes, I would assume. The only one that I saw, that Dalhousie course that we played like a couple streams ago, I probably wouldn't even have noticed it, but he said when he pointed it out, there was that one clump of grass on the green. I wouldn't even have noticed that, but I feel like as far as him at his skill level, that's probably the biggest type of mistake you would see. I will say though, I should have taken today off, but the fact that tomorrow's just going to be par 3 courses for a scramble, I am looking forward to not having to hit anything super hard, hopefully, depending on the course we play, I guess. You notice things that aren't right in your build? Hey, respect for even trying it. I haven't worked up the courage to even give it a go. Despite better judgment, I did in fact make CDrum a moderator in here now. So we'll see if he pops in. Could be famous last words. Maybe he's going to block me and time me out from my own channel. But he is a newly minted moderator as of about 20 minutes ago. So you guys got to be careful what you say. CDrum may get a little trigger happy over there with the timeout button. Wrong tree types and size in a few places when I did the fly through. So you can just change, like, is that something you could just like do like Control A type of thing and just like select all the trees on the course and change it to like a different type of tree? Obviously, they're not every single tree on the course is not going to be the same, but or is it something you have to go through individually and change and customize every single tree? Trying to do it with just native tools, not looking to spend a bunch and learn. It's not my forte. Yeah, I guess Mashy was talking a little bit about it too. And CDrum, the fact that you can spend a lot of money if you want to buy all those like cool custom asset type of stuff. So it's something I guess it makes sense if you're doing commission builds or you're building a lot of courses, you can reuse the stuff. But yeah, I mean for you, and if it was me, I would just use whatever whatever tools were there and not spend extra money to do anything like crazy. Well, by the looks of it, I'm hitting these right now. About a club down in distance, maybe even a club and a half. So once we get into this course, I'm going to have to start probably grabbing an extra club or two for all these shots. Bill, you will be happy to know, if I have time later this afternoon, I did a little bit of research last night, but I'm gonna pull the trigger on a propane heater and just try it out. Figure worst case scenario, $30 for the propane for one tank, and then depending on which one I get, like $50, $100 for that heater thing. So for $80 to $130 all in, try it out. And if I go through like a whole propane tank within like 2 days, I don't know if I'll keep doing it. But family member Steve, I think I mentioned that yesterday in the live stream. Maybe he made a good point to where just turn it on maybe for like hour on, hour off kind of thing, 2 hours on, 2 hours off. It's not something that I have to have, I guess, on the entire time I'm out here, but maybe just enough to where it would have to be probably, I don't know if you guys may end up seeing it. I know I kind of trimmed the video to where like right here is towards the start, but I'm thinking I'll probably have it like right here where I'm standing, like pretty close to me, and just shooting at my body, just like directional heat. But you can delete all one type or all in an area or each one tree by tree. And that was toady, but at least it was hit a little bit better. All right, should we do it? Wait until you guys see this opening tee shot. If you guys weren't here yesterday, pretty funny what CDrum did for this opening tee shot. Local match, Exeter Country Club, course designer CDrum. That should have said TrashCanDesigns, but we'll let that slide. Maybe I should add that for a note. We'll do 6 foot on the gimmies. We'll play whites again. Thursday pins make it a little bit easier. We'll go normal. I am going to change this to my regular 2500. I need all the help I can get distance-wise. Stimp, we're going to try 9. I was trying to tell him, I wasn't telling him in terms of, whoa, Bogeyman Bill. Whoa. You didn't have to do that, man. I really appreciate that. $25 for the heater fund. That's awesome. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I think that is, wow. That's definitely my biggest ever super chat. Bogeyman Bill's got the crown for the largest super chat after one, and all combined too. Wow, Bill, thank you. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. That just that made my day. That's that'll cover a tank. That's awesome, Bill. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Wow. Can I pin this? Is that going to stay up there? Or is it like a time limit? You have any recommendations, Bill, for what I could get as far as the heater goes on Amazon? I was looking at some different ones. I don't know if you have a particular brand or like some units that I should avoid or go towards. One of them I was looking at, it had 29 hours rated as the like length that you could use it. I would assume that's on like very low. But again, I'm thinking if I do like 2 hours on, 2 hours off, at least for my usage case, then that would double it. I know it's not on for that entire time, but all right. Wow, Bill's super chat's got me all flustered over here. I was saying with the stimps though, I don't know what they are on the actual course, but in terms of like GSPro courses that I played, if I had to rank them, I would put, like I said, just in my head, Like Fenner Hill is definitely quicker, so Fenner Hill would probably be 10. This one's not quite as quick, so probably 9. And then Richmond would be like 8, I guess. It's just like a little bit slower, but it's kind of tough for me to tell. I know you can change it whenever you want, but I got mine from Lowe's. I think it's Mr. Heater, single burner. Yeah, I saw some of them have like 3 or 4 burners. I don't think I need that because I'm not trying to heat the entire space. Originally, I was kind of thinking that. That's why it wouldn't work that well. But it does make more sense if it's just directional heat. So I'll probably get that single burner and just, like I said, have it pretty close to me and just like hitting towards my body. I think that would work. Wow, Bill, that was very generous. I can't thank you enough for that. Just send that to CDrum. Let's see if you could donate to him. And I'm gonna turn on putting game. I played this the other day when I had people over. It is nice. It speeds things up a little bit. I don't have to stand there and try to read all the different greens. It's kind of cool. It just gives you the line if it works. Sometimes it gets a little bit wonky, but all right, I'm gonna start this and I'm gonna take the mic off my hat and put it underneath the projector so you guys can hear the opening opening announcement that CDrum did here. Give me a second reading the chat. This will load up. I wonder if I have to change the 3D grass again. Maybe we'll take a look around the greens. That was the Z button. Hopefully this comes through right. We'll see if he took my advice and changed it to worst GSPro content on YouTube. That'd be funny. And he did mention, we'll see, he mentioned the like PGA Tour leaderboard. Maybe he has me at like 40 over. All right, here we go.
Welcome to Exeter Country Club in Exeter, Rhode Island. This course is brought to you by Hosel Rocket Golf. Subscribe on YouTube for the best GSPro content.
How funny is that? Oh, there's the QR code I was talking about. I'm gonna scan it. He sent it to me, so I don't think he changed it. Oh, you guys can't see it. I'll pan over. How funny is this? You can see it on the projector. I'm on a little bit of a delay as far as what I do and then what I see on my phone. But I'm panning this over. I'm gonna see if I can do it with my phone on the projector. If not, I'll do it on my laptop screen. But I'm pretty sure, unless he changed it, I'm pretty sure this goes to just my channel. So if you guys are curious if you want to do this, all you do is you just open up your camera app as if you were gonna take a picture, and you just put it over the like you just hold it up to this. Yep, so QR code, open in YouTube. Yeah, it goes to my channel. How funny is that? People, I don't know what people's thoughts are gonna be if they come across this and play it. Like eventually once you post it, it's gonna be up there for like the new courses that were posted, and then people are inevitably like I do that a lot of time for the videos. I just kind of sort by what's new, and then I go and kind of try out a new course that looks cool. People are gonna load this up not knowing what they're getting themselves into and be like, "What the heck is this?" Oh, that's so funny. All right. So if you guys notice too, so I can even tell. I'm not sure about this grass in front of the tee box. I think he added that. Obviously, he changed and he added the QR code with the sign there. Looks like a big lollipop with my logo. He definitely, though, I can already tell he did some work with that ravine. And you see how this is out of bounds on the mini map. There's water over there to the left. There's that bigger pond. There's a couple ponds on this course, but over to the right. And then it is. There's some balls in there, and it's like half the time it just depends on the water level. That's a little bit of a creek there running across this. So this goes right down to that. If you don't hit one great off the tee, you could possibly be into that thing, but you try to at least clear it. Usually I aim anywhere between that tree on the right, like right on the edge of the fairway, and then there's like a little tiny like bush thing on the left side of the fairway. Not that that's not important. Who knows if it's even still there? But usually that's kind of like my guideline. This is a pretty open hole, but usually you try to aim between those two things and just keep it dry over this river type of thing. I can see it in the video. All right, I'll look at it again. Figured it was super was overdue. Enjoy the content. Links to your channel. Yeah, how funny is that, Bill? I really appreciate it. I appreciate you guys watching. You don't have to send anything, and you're already a member, so I don't expect super chats every single time. All right, let's hit the flyover. So far, sorry about the mouse. So we nailed that, the little river, ravine, wet area. Looks like maybe he added some kind of more dead grass, possibly. Oh, and the back is nailed too. So this green, there's a lot of room behind it, but there's that hill that you can kind of see there. You don't try to be back there, but it is kind of playable back there. It looks like, from what I can tell, he changed some stuff. If I press Z here, yeah, so that's the 3D grass he was talking about. That grass does look cool. We'll try it. That flyover seemed like it took it all right, and I'll try to hit some shots. If we get some stuttering and lagging, then I'll probably turn this 3D grass off. But I loaded up with 1080p Ultra every time, and that was really the only course that I've had those noticeable issues that I can think of. I think sometimes just randomly my computer bogs down, which is probably just overdue for like a restart. I'm not sure it's necessarily like it's struggling on performance, but I think yesterday may have been that case. But all right, enough yapping. How funny is that QR code though? Good, can't afford it every time. No, I appreciate it, Bill. That was very generous. Made my day. Made my week. All right, where are we gonna aim? Question is, maybe we should just leave it down the middle. You try to just hit the fairway off this first tee. I guess we'll leave it there. I have no idea if this thing's gonna draw or fade or hook into the woods, but uh-oh, that's low. That hurt the back, but we're safe. Wow, you can see the detail in that grass. I can see like the individual blades of grass on this. He killed this. All right, 143 up 9 out of the rough. I'm just curious, what does this change to if I press Z again? So that's got to be the non-3D. It all kind of looks the same, and that's way more fluffy. That's got to be the 3D grass, I would assume. Honestly, they both look good. I don't even know if I have a preference. I would guess this looks better because you can see the individual blades of grass, which is cool. But all right, 143 up 9. So 152 and then out of the rough. Usually that would be like 9 or 8 iron. Honestly, I'm gonna hit a 7. I don't even know if this is gonna get there. Sit. All right, we got it there. A little bit too much club, but you can see the QR code looking back. I was saying that yesterday. It's so cool. One, just like you're playing the course, so like you're looking out and as the shot you're hitting. But to be able to be like here on the green, looking back up towards like the first tee box and seeing the whole layout from like the back angle, it's so cool. All right, so Stimp's 9. I think we played 10 yesterday. So 28 down 4. It's gonna play 24. Oh, that looks good. Oh, that would have been nice. We'll take the par though. All right, so no notes. I don't have anything that I would add or take away on that first hole. That all looked great. Second hole, par 5. Let me see if I can. I wish I could like spin around quicker. Okay, so he did not. I wasn't sure if he was possibly going to add that, I don't know, they may not even make a dilapidated stair that I was talking about. There's like a, you guys know what I'm talking about? They're kind of like, they're probably like, it's like 20, 30 feet high. You walk up the stairs so you can be able to see, there's like railings, kind of the things they put up to like airplanes almost. You walk up those to be able to see down into the fairway. If people are off the tee box, they're looking down so they can see where the other people are in front of them. I'll add that. I don't know if that's even possible for him to do, but number 2, stairs. And I don't care. Obviously, like, that's just something that like you would catch your eye if someone else was playing this or saying, oh, there would usually be the stairs there. Honestly, I could care less if those are there or not, but I don't know how in depth he wants to change any of this stuff. This is spot on though. Those trees over on the right, so left is just very dense trees. The trees on the right are a little bit more sparse, and it's kind of like wood chips, and like you're hitting off of like dirt and roots and rocks and whatnot. That's pretty spot on. That's the 3D. Guessing you have to custom build that. Yeah, I mean, it's not worth it. If that's going to take more than 5 minutes of his time, it's not worth it. If any of this stuff. Again, I want to do my part, and if I know certain things could be one way or the other, I want to try my best to let him know, and then it's up to him if he wants to change anything or not. I'm more than happy with the way it is right now. I told him, he sent me pictures. It looked way worse than this. As he was doing it, he sent me a picture, and I told him just to stop there so he didn't mess it up any further. But all right, let's see if we can get into the 140s on the ball speed. Even through 1. Second hole. 144, but that's a snapper. And it is struggling a little bit. I think I got to take off the 3D grass. That thing was stuttering a little bit. So it's still going to look good. It's just, so right now this is 3D. That's not. So I'm going to have to play it like that just for the sake of the video. I think it may stutter a little bit too much, but we'll roll with this for now. Should be smoother. Well, that was not ideal. Let's hit a 3-wood back into something manageable. We'll play it out here. It's tough describing how it feels playing this. The fact that I can picture myself so many times that I've played this course, like on this course, looking at this shot. It's tough to kind of describe how crazy it is to be able to do this and have it look like this for something that you've done in real life. It's kind of wild. The other courses I've played, obviously you kind of get that feel for where it's like really cool look of a course. You're like, oh, that's like a cool hole, and like these graphics are really good. But to be able to compare to your own experience of what someone's capable of doing and making it look like to literally match the exact course is kind of mind-blowing. All right, this is going to go nowhere out of the rough, but let's see. I'll take that. Ooh, the rough didn't hurt it too bad. Granted, I have the 2500 on, but 214 raw carry, 207 in the game. Took off 7% speed and about 19% spin. However, a shot like that, you don't necessarily hate having lower spin because it goes a little bit further. But, all right, hitting 3 into a par 5, 69 yards. Probably don't need to club up on the wedges. They're not going to be very, very dialed in, but Are those birds too loud on GSPro coming through the projector? Or is it alright? So 69, we're in the fairway. Probably want to land this closer to like 60 and let it roll out. Have a tendency to try to hit it 69, but then you're hitting it near the pin and then it's towards the back. I don't think I hit 60. 58.9. That actually may work. It's going to be a little bit short. I felt like I didn't probably hit that enough, and I didn't. However, 19-foot putt for birdie, up 3. So 19 playing 22. Break. Not terrible. Pushed it though. 1.6 HLA. Another par. This is spot on. Did he get rid of... I think he still has the trees back there. Let's see what the flyover is looking like. Oh no, he did get rid of them. So you see, remember yesterday I was telling him? Man, he is good. I told him yesterday, so those trees are accurate. This one, I think yesterday he had the trees, basically those trees were there too, but then he had another set of trees in between this green and the next tee box. Real life here, you hit this, and then it kind of goes down, so like you kind of have to walk up the hill a little bit to see the people on the green, but he got rid of those, so that's crazy. I don't really hear the birds much, but I don't hear well anyways. All right, I was just making sure it wasn't too loud. They're coming through the projector. I'm sure, obviously, if I walked over here and I put this up like that, you could probably hear them now a little bit. But as long as it wasn't distracting and too loud. All right, I'm gonna club up again. Usually this would be a 7. I'm gonna hit a 6. Honestly, you could probably almost hit a smoother 5 right now, but get a little help from the bottle cap, getting up and off the mat a little bit. Do you prefer, Bill? Sometimes I'm not able to do it because I like something last minute, like yesterday or even today. I wasn't expecting CDrum to do a update that quick, so I wasn't even planning on coming out today. But do you like when I think 2 times now I've scheduled a live stream, so like it pops up and it gives you like a reminder, like live in 30 minutes. Should I do that more going forward, or do you kind of like the more impromptu? I can't do it every time because sometimes I just don't have enough planning ahead of time, but I'll try. If you like that, I can try to schedule it to where there's more of like notice of me going live. Toey. May work though. Started left the whole way. Luckily it didn't draw too much. So no 3D grass seems to be working pretty good. No more noticeable issues. People were chirping my laptop yesterday, but for the record, it's less than a year old. I bought it brand new, and when I bought it, it's a 4070. I know laptop cards aren't as good as PC cards, like desktop, but that was the third best, as far as NVIDIA goes, third best chip graphics card that I could get in a laptop, so unless I spent an extra $1,000. All right, 35 down 2. Sit, 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 sit. Trying to hear. I thought I heard for a brief second a cow mooing. How cool is this with the flags too? I know it's not really moving much. I have the wind turned off, but the logo's on the flag. It's mainly birds. Sound like a bug maybe flying by. Possibly some cars in the background. It's very, very faint, but it seems like there's some extra. Granted, I had the noise turned off yesterday, so maybe that was there anyways. All right. 6-9 playing 8-9. There we go. 3 pars in a row. Look at that. Maybe we may set this course record after all. 30-minute heads up is good. All right, I'll try to do that again. Even through 3. 4th hole, par 5. 504. So there is water over here on the left. In real life, I could tell him that. And this hill, so it's down 7. It goes down off this tee box and then back up and then back down again. I'll tell him about the water on the left. This is number 4. I don't even know if he could make the hill taller. It could just be, maybe that's just the accurate representation and I'm not seeing it correctly as far as like the LiDAR. I don't even know if he could tweak that, but at least it seems like from when I've played this course, the hill is a little bit more substantial, meaning it's like the top of that hill, like I said yesterday, usually you aim for that bunker there on the right, and if you're anywhere there across to there, that's a good spot because you're on the top of the hill and then you can see the hole going down to the right. If you really hit one good, you get it down that hill and it's rolling out. I don't know if you can maybe, even just visually maybe, make it a little bit of a steeper, taller kind of hill. But, I mean, so far I have 3 things written down, and 2 of them were on this hole. So far I have the stairs on number 2. I have the water on the left here. Just for the, I'll tell him, but for the sake of it, we'll do one more flyover. I'm not trying to rush through this by any means. So right over here on the left, like right here on the left, there's water over there. It's pretty far, so it's pretty much where these trees are, but there is water. So if you really, really pull one over there, maybe off your second shot, you could put it near the water. It's not like a massive pond, but it's kind of like a longer, narrow water out of bounds. Right now it lets me know to take the dog before. Oh, yeah, true. The hill set by LiDAR cameras higher than you are tall. That makes sense. So, yeah, I guess he couldn't even change that. That's very minimal anyways. That's just me being nitpicky from what it feels like and what it looks like on course. All right. Let's hit a shot here, at least try to. I don't hate that. Hopefully I can draw it. I will say, this hole, if you miss this right and you are right of that bunker or over the bunker to the right, it falls off super hard down into the right. Like it's almost like tough walking up and down it. It is just completely dead down there to the right. You're punching out of trees, and like I said before, in these like in between ones between the holes, you're hitting off of like dirt and wood chips and a bunch of like stumps and roots. You cannot miss this left. And I'd be curious. I guess I could shoot it. But over here, if you pull one left off this tee, you run out of room over here to the left. These trees, which he has them set pretty good. But just for like course knowledge, you do run out of room if you put it too far left off this tee box. which I'm headed a little bit left, but I think this will work. 147, a little bit more draw than I would like, but at least I didn't lose it right. We'll take that. 267 on the rollout. 241, down 6. If I was hitting it well, 3 would be a little bit too much club here, but I think try to run it up there. We got some room back. Trying to run it up there with a 3 wood maybe. Give ourselves a possible chip or putt for eagle. You don't say that too often. Luckily the water was hidden by the trees on the satellite view. That makes sense. Could be. It's not substantial like you see on the back nine. There's a lot more water. I could understand how you may not pick up on it. I think didn't he say he used Bing for the overlay instead of Google Earth because it was better or there was less shadows or something. Oh, stop fading. 140 ball speed. Sit. Oh. Who put that collider there on the edge of that bunker? Yeah, and so like if you look here too, oh, so he has the bridge. I was gonna say there's a bridge over here. That's the same thing that again like another creek right here on the left runs into that bigger water that I was just talking about. This is wet over here going in between this green and the next tee box over there. Dude, he did such a good job on this. He's always ho hum, yeah, I don't know, I just put it together quick. I didn't do a good job, but this is very impressive. Like this one, the fact that he did it in such a short a time makes it like off the charts impressive. But even if it took him 3 months to make this, it would still be impressive. I'm gonna try if I get some time over the next couple days. I have probably like 40 on-course rounds that I've recorded over the past couple years that I haven't gotten to because they take so long to edit. But I do have at least one of this course, probably 2-3 years ago, that I recorded a full 18. I may kind of put it together kind of quickly and try to put it together maybe just for a little bit of extra kind of visual look at the course. If I remember correctly, he was talking about hitting it off the shed on one of those holes on the back nine. If I remember correctly, that was the one where I had it on camera and I literally banked it off the roof, off the tee box, and it went into the fairway. All right, out of the bunker, 29 yards, so like 35 total. Probably gonna have the feel for about 30. And that was 27 and not enough. Came out 77 on spin and speed. Well, we still got a birdie putt, but that wasn't very good out of that bunker. I will warn you guys, sorry not sorry, but you're going to see a lot of videos and a lot of live streams of this course. Definitely going to do a 3 to tee. Definitely going to do an actual video of playing through it. Doing this live stream right now for playing it for the second time. And you're definitely going to see more of it. Maybe even I'll do some hole-in-one challenges on some of the par 3s. 24 feet. Did I do it? Did I do it? Did I do it? No. Another par, though. Bunker shot killed me there. Those have been some decent rolls on the putts. All right. Fifth hole, par 3. He nailed it too. People have been saying for a while that there's all that extra room back there. That's not even part of a hole behind this. People have been saying and speculating that they may make this hole longer. They even have enough room to turn this into like a par 4 if they really wanted to. But there's a ton of room back there behind this tee box, or behind this hole. So he fixed. Wasn't this the hole where he was saying, "Oh, look at those tee markers that aren't on the green"? It looks like he fixed one of them, but he didn't fix the other one, maybe, for the red tees up there. All right, 175, up a yard. Usually this would be kind of a smoother-ish 7. So I think I'm going to go smoother-ish 6 instead, and at least give it a chance. If I'm hitting it well, usually I've been playing that 7 iron to about 180, 185. If I really hammer one, I get 190, but 0% chance that happens right now. So 6 iron it is. This hill over here on the right sucks too. If you hit one poorly off of this and you end up over on that hill, you're literally like down like this trying to hit a shot off that hill. Oh, so toey. Maybe alright though. Get up onto the green. Wow. That's a nice 155 raw carry from a 6 iron. That's good. $33 feet. May have hit it too hard. Sit down. Sit down. Well, we need this to drop. All about the start line seemingly on these. So 6 feet 3 inches. Playing up a foot. 7-3. Come on, let's keep the scorecard clean here. Let's go. That's a good par save right there. All right, even through 5. 6th hole, par 4. This is another one elevated up. You hit down to the right. The tee box is kind of in play over there. There's water a little bit. Another one of those small little creek things, but I'm assuming that's probably tough to see, like you said, Bill, on the overhead. But there is the tee box of the next hole is over to the right. Possibly if you really hammer one in play. Usually, depending on the shot I'm hitting, there's a tree down here to the right. We'll see it on the flyover most likely. But try to be down towards that off the tee. Gives you like 50 to 100 yards into the green. This tree right here on the right. I mean, he nailed this. Even that one individual tree right there. I've been over there where I've scolded over the green and I'm chipping around that thing. Imagine he trolled me and he just put this up and it just looked nothing like the course. Every single hole just was did not resemble anything that was even remotely close. I forgot to tell him yesterday, but fun fact, I was talking about the other courses. The people that own this are the same people that own Richmond, which is probably my second favorite course. They also own Meadowbrook too. But personally, I don't love Meadowbrook. I've only played it a couple times, but it's way more expensive. And the same family owns all 3. At least they used to. That was very low and off the heel. However, right towards that tree that I was talking about, not going to hurt me. Only 243, but usually hit it a little bit, like 20 yards further. You're under 100, like I said, over by this tree on the right. Not too bad. Unfortunately, if you came here for 165, 170 ball speeds out of CDrum, you're not going to see it today. But 113, up about 3.5 yards. 116. I'm going to hit a pitching wedge and try to hit this about 110 if I can. I chunked it. Go. 103. I chunked it. All right. We need this inside the inner circle here, folks. "13 yards in the fairway, up a yard, so 14, probably 10, 11, 12 yards in the air. Let it roll out a little. 11, sit. All right. Another par. Another par. So this one has a rock wall on the left. Not that you necessarily say, wow, that you're missing the rock wall. But it does have a rock wall. There's another one too. 9 has the rock wall as well. This one's 7. There's a road. We'll do the flyover. There's a road right behind it, and there's a red house up here on the left behind the green. So where these trees are, that doesn't matter. But where these trees are here, there's a house up here, and this all funnels down to the hole. Up like right in here, there's a red house. Someone lives there, and then there's a road that runs right behind it. This one too, I get the LiDAR. I mean, it's up 16, which is a lot. It could just be visually. But this again, right where that bunker is, it goes way uphill. And then the tee box is up on the hill, hitting down. Sorry, folks. I know Bill's watching live. Anyone else in here? Someone watching the replay. Not the most action-packed, high-energy stream today, but kind of taking my time, soaking it in, seeing any little details I could possibly relay over to CDrum so he can just go tell me to kick rocks and not spend any more time on this. I thought the line on that putt was way off. I would have been playing a lot more break on hole 5. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes the auto putt gets a little bit wonky. Usually if it has that blue line, usually it has you set up pretty good, and you just got to focus on hitting a good putt in terms of HLA, keeping it straight. But there has been times where, for whatever reason, GSPro kind of glitches. That thing doesn't show up, and you have to move the stick, and then sometimes it goes back. Other times, I don't know. There's been a couple where I feel like I kind of get sabotaged by the auto line, but easier than me trying to have to read it and guess where I should put it. Yeah, so this big tree over here on the left, that's right up against the the rock wall is all along here. That tree, I've clipped that before and it's gone through down here to the left, but that rock wall runs all the way along this left side. Well, that was really low on the face, but it's right down the middle. Should have moved that wedge before I even swung. All right. 166 up 9. This is a pretty long hole. This is a tough hole. This could people play this and they say this should be a par 5, especially uphill here. Again, the lighter, I guess, is what it is. It is up 9, which is probably right. It just, I guess, visually, if I was hitting this shot, it goes probably the lowest right here across from this bunker. That's probably the lowest point, and then it's like straight uphill from there. So probably if I chunked a shot and I end up there, maybe it would look more. I'm just thinking visually again. This seems like the green would be like more. I'm standing on the course. The green would be like more up here, like the start of this yardage thing. If I was standing over this shot, I think. But that's very nitpicky. So, 175. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to go smoothish 6 instead of the 7. Funny story. This hole, I played here with my dad, his friend, and then Steve was over here yesterday. We played a few months ago when we were in the summertime. There was younger, they were probably like, I don't know, I say younger, but like 18, 20 years old. They were a group behind us. They didn't mean to, but we finished this hole, and then the next tee box is up here to the right. We were waiting on the tee box, and someone must have been kind of around here. The people behind us hit a shot, and the ball literally hit the golf. I wasn't riding, but my dad and his friend were in the cart. They were riding. They weren't in the cart when it happened, but we were standing on the tee box. The ball, say the guy hit it from here, he shanked it over to the right, it hit the cart, and the ball ended up in the cup holder of the of the golf cart. No 4 at all, but hey, what's up, McGolfin TV? What's the temp today? I will tell you right now. I got a couple cheap thermometers out here because I was curious. The garage is uninsulated, so it's actually pretty nice out right now. It is 37.1. If you can see this, the big number 71, that's the humidity, but the number up top, 37 degrees. I'm holding it, so it just went up a fraction of a degree, but 37 degrees, 71% humidity. That's probably because it was raining yesterday, but it's about 12 degrees warmer than when it was like 2 nights ago. I was out here, when was that? Thursday night, Friday night, something like that, and it was 25 degrees. Bogeyman Bill, Black Cloud was telling me about McGolfin TV here. You should go check them out if you haven't seen them. Go subscribe to their channel. They do very, very awesome, innovative on-course play. So I'm not sure. Are you the? I know they're brothers. McGolfin TV. If you're in here, are you the commentator brother, or are you the golfer that plays? Basically, they're brothers. One brother plays, and then the other brother commentates, and he does like whole flyovers and has all the scores up. So they live stream and they have like everything on screen as if you're watching a broadcast. It's pretty awesome. I've never seen anything like that. I love seeing innovative, unique stuff like that. So be sure to go check out their channel and subscribe. Not sure how high the camera is, but it's looking down a good bit, maybe 8 to 10 feet. Make a play from the cup holder. Yeah, my dad's friend, Funny, said play where it lies. Ouch, watched the other day, at least a little warmer. Phil, commentator, thanks. Yeah, no problem. They do a great job. Like I said, I've never seen anything like it. Black Cloud, who's been in your streams, McGolfin TV, he's the one who put me on to you guys. I don't know if he mentioned it when he sent me that. Maybe you can get in contact with me. I was thinking about some way, maybe if your brother, I know he plays that course that he's a member at, some way if we could collab and somehow work into where I'm doing this and like somehow either playing with him or against him. I'm using GSPro, this is called. There are a bunch of courses in Florida. It would be awesome if he could possibly play the course that I'm playing, and then like as he's like waiting on a tee box or like in between shots, I like hit a shot here and somehow do like a sim versus real life match, if that makes sense. If I could like send my video over to you and you could commentate both and trash talk us both. It'd be fun if we could try to work out some kind of collab like that. Another thing I was just trying to think of, I've never seen anyone try to do that between real life and sim golf at the same time. I'm in New England, so obviously I couldn't get there to play, but I'm trying to spitball. It's a cool idea, sim versus real, love it. Yeah, I mean it would be cool. I know we were spitballing ideas for TGL for what they could do better, but if we could work something like that out, even if it's just a different course and sim golf is easier than real golf. So if I like handicap myself, or I play the tips and he plays like the whites or the reds, and we kind of do like a real versus sim kind of match play head to head. If you kind of understand what I'm getting at. Oh, shit, I hit it too good. That was a good swing. Well, only a 55-foot putt. This is fun. Where the heck's the pin? And I don't have a line. Oh, no. Is this just a glitch on my end, or is this... Where the heck's the... Oh, there it is. This is what I was talking about with the auto aim. So for whatever reason, it went away on this one, and now it just keeps aiming me. Like, obviously that's not right. It keeps moving the stick. I don't know. I guess I'll aim out here. So it's 55 feet 2 inches, but it's down 2 feet 3 inches, which is going to be 24, 27. So 55 playing like 25-ish. This is going to be quick, and this is probably going to break a ton. I'll check them out. Walk the dog, BRB. Yeah, he definitely needs strokes. Yes, Kiss Sim, you're definitely a better player. Don't tell him I said that. I don't know about all that. Sim golf is a lot easier, but yeah, that would be fun if we could do something like that and handicap it to where we're kind of he's playing in real life at the same time I'm playing in here. Send my video over to you, and you can kind of switch back and forth between us two. Even better if we could possibly, like I said, I don't know if you're familiar with this sim type of stuff, but this is called GSPro, this program. If you Google, I can type it in here. If you Google SGT courses, short for Simulator Golf Tour. So if you Google that, SGT courses, there's a standalone website that has like an interactive map. You can search by location or course name. And it would be awesome if possibly I could play, if he has a course that's relatively close to him, close to you guys, if he could play that course in real life and do the stream, and I could play it here on the sim, if we found a course that is available on here, that would be ideal. And I think I hit that too hard. And it's breaking a ton. Stop there. It's not going to. Not horrendous, but not nearly. I pulled it on top of it. All right, we got this for par. This is makeable. 6 feet 2 inches playing 7 feet 2 inches. I will say, sim golf is easier. GS Pro is really realistic. So as far as the physics go and the ball bounces, you hit it off of trees and whatnot, that's not the easiest. But I would say putting in real life is a good amount easier than putting on here. Putting is tough on a simulator. All right, 7 feet. Let's put this in, keep a clean scorecard going. Whew! I pulled it a little bit. I felt that 0.3 HLA, or negative 0.3 rather. But another par. We're even through 7 somehow. 8th hole, par 4. He nailed this one. Elevated tee box. There's a little bit of like a ridge. I don't even know what you would call it. It's like a little bit of like a, they may have buried like pipes underneath it. Right across the fairway, there's a little bit of like a gully there. But CDrum almost put this on the green yesterday. What's the temperature in Florida right now, McGolfin? Southern Dunes? Is that something, amazing course in Orlando area? Nice putt, thank you. Is that something he'd be able to get out there and play? And assuming you just looked that up. I don't know if I played that on here, but if it's on that website, I can play it here. And as you can tell, like this is a course. The guy's name is CDrum. I know I did something kind of funny in the title of the video, but he just put this together. This is one of my favorite local courses in the area, and this, like, in terms of like accurate representation of like the whole layouts and the bunkers and the yardages and everything, it's like literally spot on. 84 degrees. Oh man, I feel bad for you. It's a little warm. Maybe you could trade a little bit. Maybe give you some of this cold. You give me a little bit of heat. Actually, I take that back. 84 degrees, that's like literally perfect. I would personally, I like having a little bit of a sweat going, so your back stays warm, your muscles stay warm, the ball goes a little bit further when it's hot and humid. Like 85 degrees is right there when it's sunny out, where you have a little bit of a sweat going the entire round. That's like ideal. So you probably don't want to give me any of that warmth. I think that would be really cool though. Obviously, we can't do that every single week. I'll be out here for 4 hours while he's playing it, which is fine. But if we could schedule something like that, to we try to do it one time and get it to work to where he's playing the same course and I can just squeeze it in. So obviously you can see like I'm doing a lot of yapping here. But as he's like walking up or driving up to his ball or he's waiting on a tee box, I can just hit and then we're playing the same exact shot, same exact hole together, and you just switch back and forth. Ah, so low and Healy again. All right. That'll be fine. I think CDrum maybe hit his 3-wood yesterday, and he hit it up towards this bunker. He probably got me by like 20 yards with his 3-wood yesterday. Or pitching wedge, as he calls it. 85 up 4. Let's try a little choke down approach wedge. Try to hit this about 80-ish. Will be a tech and scheduling challenge, like a 6 months away thing to be realistic. Not gonna lie, it's kind of perfect. That'd be a very special thing. Nobody's done a dual stream, sim versus real. Very innovative. Definitely start researching now how to do it. Yeah, like I said, when Black Cloud turned me on to your stream, I started to kind of have an idea of how we could possibly be in. I'm in the Northeast, you're in the Southeast. Being able to do something together, and that was the kind of thing I came up with. It would be really cool. I mean, you're the OBS, whatever you're using. You're the Stream Pro, switching back and forth with all your blow up holes and your funny commercials. You would have to figure it out. I think the way I've been doing it lately for the live streams, I've been doing a Discord video call. I think what I could do is just share. Either maybe I broadcast it like this on YouTube and you just take my stream into your OBS or whatever you use, or I could possibly set this up like this and share my screen to you over a video call. I think that's probably it would be you switching back and forth would be probably the hard part, but I think as far as like me getting this over to you between the swing video and the software, I think that would be probably pretty easy. No guarantee. It would be cool. Yeah, I mean, it'll be it's up to you if you're able to make it happen or not. I won't be able to do that, especially me being a one-man operation. But if we could do it, that'd be cool. If not, maybe something a little more simple. Maybe if you guys go to like a simulator place and you rent it for like an hour, and we played like that and did a live stream together or something. I don't know. I just figure if I can, you guys are gonna blow up, but if I can expose some of my viewers to some of your viewers and get you guys a couple extra subscribers. All right, 80 yards. 88, sit. All right, that worked out. Honestly, I'm not hitting it very great, but I'm honestly playing halfway decent. I think I'm going a little bit slower, taking my time. I mean, we're even through 7. We got a putt for birdie here. You know, just thinking about it, I think I could pull it off. Either way, check out Southern Dunes, unique Florida course. Has like 188 sand traps. Oh boy. What was I just gonna say? Oh, be ready though. And speaking of innovative, I've had kind of some hiccups with that in the past, but you do something innovative. Watch, mark my words. Start the countdown of when people start copying you, as far as you and your brother doing the live stream and broadcasting it. There's gonna be 10 other people once your channel gets big enough. There's gonna be 10 other people that pop up to start to copy that. And then if we get this sim versus real thing to work out, there's gonna be 10 other people that pop up and start copying that as well. But I guess that's kind of how it goes, unfortunately. 8 feet. I hit it too hard. I hit it too hard. I hit it too hard. How do I go from an 8-foot putt to a 10-foot putt? And now it's up a... There goes the scorecard. Terrible distance control. It wasn't even a terrible putt. It was 0.1 HLA. That was a dead straight putt. I just freaking hammered it. Oh, go figure. That was better speed, but we got a no read. All right. First pitcher on the scorecard. Bogey on number 8. That's unfortunate. All right. 9th hole, par 4. This hole runs parallel to the 18th hole. And this is another one of those that could be a par 5. It's basically the same hole on 18, which is a par 5. So this one I already have written down. There's a rock wall all along the left side of this fairway here, running up to about, it may even extend. It goes here and then back. Oh, CDrum, he added the parking lot? I don't think that was there yesterday. He added the parking lot. It's a dirt parking lot, but we'll let him slide with the concrete. That's cool. And there's a couple weird buildings here. They don't really have like an official clubhouse. Like you check in, it's kind of like a little bit of like a shed for the clubhouse, so to speak. And then they have like a white restaurant with a short little like 150-yard range out towards the road to the right. I welcome it though. Having a vibrant golf stream ecosystem would actually help. It's me, I'm bad luck. You got me thinking about this live stream. Nah, I mean, I'm cool with that. We're 1 over through 8. Honestly, I've been playing so much out here, and I was planning on taking today off completely because my back is not happy with me. To be 1 over through 8, it's definitely not terrible. And CDrum nailed these trees. Usually this smaller tree here, you try to go at this tree and luckily go through it if I can draw it. Yeah, this is awesome. And I agree with in terms of the vibrant ecosystem to where I think I was in the stream when you said rising tide raises all boats. I agree with all that. It's just for me personally, it's kind of frustrating when I'm sure with you guys too, if you're trying to do something new, it takes people don't understand. They just see, oh, they came up with this idea. It's a really good idea. I'm going to try that. But I don't think people necessarily understand all of the, like, you wake up in the middle of the night with an idea, you write it down, you try to brainstorm how to get it to work, you have a bunch of trials and errors of getting something to work, and then when you finally get it to work, that's what people see, like the finished product, and they say, I think I'll do that too. To me, it kind of feels like when I've done some stuff that I've never seen anyone else do before, and then people pop up and do like the exact same thing that I knew was 100% my idea. It kind of seems like with no credit, which is a big thing too, with no credit saying, oh, they did this, that was a cool idea, shout out to them. No credit. To me, it's kind of the same feeling of when we were back in school, when you would do a group project and you would do 90% of the work, and then the other person would just throw their name on it at the end of the day and get credit for it. That's kind of what I equate it to. Maybe that's petty of me, but that's how I feel sometimes. Uh-oh. I hit it a little bit better. That is way right. Oh, we're on the other hole. Oh, off the tree. That was actually going to work out for a second. Uh-oh, maybe you, McGolfin TV. Maybe you're right. You could be bad luck. Cool hole, I feel that. Yeah, I don't know. Pretty cool, too, McGolfin TV, if you've noticed. The CDrum is an absolute boss, the guy that did this. But he put like all my logos and everything all over this course. When you load up the first hole, maybe if you go back after at the beginning of the stream, I put the mic up to it. You load up the first hole, and when it goes to the first tee box, it says, welcome to Exeter Country Club in Rhode Island. Subscribe to, or brought to you by Hosel Rocket Golf. Subscribe to Hosel Rocket Golf for the best content, for the best GSPro content on YouTube. And he put a QR code on the first tee box that sends people over to the channel, which is just beyond awesome. We did a hilarious short, started golf panhandling on the street corner. Then a few days later, Bryson had a similar short. No way, really? I wonder too sometimes if I don't write off the fact that I could have the same idea as someone else around the same time. But if you know for a fact you kind of come up with something super, super unique and you've never seen anything else out there, and then someone else happens to pop up with something pretty similar within a short amount of time, you start kind of scratching your head saying, where did that come from? All right, this is going to be big time stress here. We're going to have to look. I would assume, yep, collider there. So if CDrum's watching this, this is what I was telling him before. If you just click, I kind of taught him something funny enough the other day. If you just click on any of these trees on the left mouse click, you can scan around different trees and see if they have colliders or not, which is cool. Man, what am I going to do here? I guess play this way out to the right. Go through there and try to kind of hook draw one in. Maybe. 189. So I need like, out of the rough, I need like 200. Alright, let's try to, I'm not very good. I can exaggerate shot shape, so I can hit like a massive slice or a massive hook on command, but I can't do these super precise shots where I'm trying to hit a baby draw or a baby fade on command. So I'm going to try my best to shut this down and try to kind of overdraw one to the left. Whether that happens or not, we'll see. Go! Oh, CDrum! CDrum! That was close to what I was trying to do, and we caught the stupid tree again. CDrum. That was going to work out. Positive you didn't steal it? These ideas are obvious. Everyone likes Bryson, you're genius. Oh, okay. Smart marketing. It's rarely stealing. It sucks to get scooped or lost in oblivion. Yeah, I agree with that. Damn, so close back. Bugging them Bills back. Man, that was close to what I was trying to do. We had a good amount of spin access to the left. I get what you're saying. Especially, too, I think it's a little insult on top of injury when it happens to be a really big creator that happens to take something from a smaller person. It's one thing, like, I've done things in the past where, like, the the wheel of not ideal, like Good does. Obviously, I think it's a little bit different where if I'm seeing Good, who's the gold standard of YouTube content, if someone like little old me does something similar to that, I don't think that's necessarily quite the same as if Good, if I came up with something unique or you did and Good started to do that. I don't know, but I digress. 67 out of the, or 63 out of the rough again, up a little more than a yard. So I need like 70, and I got to keep this low again because this definitely has a collider all the way up into here, which is not great. So I got to do, again, kind of a lower out to the right punch shot that's going to roll out to about 65 yards, which I guess low choke down back of my stance 8-iron and try not to hammer this off the back of the green. Come on. Look at this. Look at this. Just like I drew it up. Wow. Very happy with that. That's a heck of an up and down right there. Take that, CDrum. Tried to sabotage me with your stupid trees. Not today. All right. On to the back nine we go. 10th hole, par 4, 390. Big hill over here to the right, usually, or the left rather. Sometimes you can play it up there and it'll roll down the hill a little bit. Usually I try to cut the corner a little bit, go over this tree. Let's see what we're working with the flyover. Everything looks good as far as layout wise, everything that should or shouldn't be on this hole. He even got some of the pine trees right. This course has a mix of like regular trees and pine trees. He even did that, which is crazy. I feel like chipping distance would be hard on the sim. Great shot. Appreciate you, school. Chipping's not too bad. Obviously, fuller shots, you get a feel like you know how far like your 7-iron should go, so you're just taking a full swing. Those are definitely the easiest. Driver for me, as far as alignment, it's kind of tough because usually on course, your brain kind of subconsciously picks out which way you can miss or not miss. Driver's a little bit tough. I would say all the iron shots are as good, if not, oddly enough. I mean, for something like this, I'm playing better. Chipping, I understand that because you don't have a reference point of where you want to land it. But same thing, if you work on your distance control, I have the Square golf launch monitor, which I've been loving. And chipping and putting is notoriously really, really good on this. So it does feel good, like when you hit a little 10, 20-yard chip shot. It does accurately pick up, and it feels pretty good when you hit it. By far, putting far and away, putting's the most difficult. Heel fade again. Man, I gotta take a half a step back, I guess. All these tee shots have been low heel as of late. 251 miss hit though. Could be worse, I guess. Yesterday, the highest one I think I got up to, I had one that was 150.0 on the ball speed on the dot. I think the best one that I had was like 153.5. I almost killed the people on the tee box on the next hole when I did that, but it was fun seeing the ball speed back up into the 150s. 135. It's going to come out left. We're in the rough. I'm going to club up again. Is this going to be enough? So the rough's going to be 6%, which is 7, 8 yards. I guess. I'm going to go... take my own advice. Cold. I'm going to go choke down 8-iron. Usually I could hit this pretty hard and possibly get a pitching wedge there. Usually this would be like a smoother 9-iron. but I'm going to club up even more than that. Should be pretty good. Set. It's the right club. Glad I hit the 8 instead of the 9. 5 yards less than that or so. 5 or 10 would have been perfect. Would have rolled out a little bit. 22 feet for birdie, though. Down 4 inches, which equates to every inch up or down equates to a foot. So 22-11 playing 18-11. This is the hardest part. When you stand over a putt, what should an 18-foot putt feel like? That's the issue that I have. Hit it pretty easy, but I'm just playing for the inner circle. And that actually wasn't even terrible speed. Par. All right. 11th hole, par 3, 1 over through 10. 138. Honestly, this course usually beats me up. So I know, and especially from the times that I've only played 9 instead of 18 here, I know the front 9 in terms of like I can picture every single hole and what exactly it looks like in my head for the front 9. The back 9 I haven't played quite as much, and the back 9 gets into the territory of when you had probably a pretty abysmal front 9. You start kind of blacking out and getting frustrated. So as far as this hole looks good. As far as maybe picking up on some of the minute details on the back 9, maybe not quite as good as opposed to the front. But playing about 140, we'll go 9 iron. Usually this would be a choke down 9. I think I'm just going to hit it pretty full and smooth-ish. Aim a little bit right. Account for this draw over draw that I've been doing as of late. I left it out to the right, but it's coming back a little. It's probably bunker. I thinned it. Ooh, we got it there. That was lucky. That was not hit very well. That was a relatively full 9 at only about 127. Usually I play this club, rolled out to 135, but usually I play this club to 150, 155 on good strikes. .24-3 up a foot, breaking a good amount. Break and go. Not terrible. Pushed it a little bit. All right, so this is the one. I've actually put it on the green a few times, and I've actually put it on the back of the green off the tee when I've really hit it good. Downwind, downhill type of shot. 299, it is a shorter hole, 299, and it's down 6 yards. So if you really hit one good and you get a good bounce, definitely get it there. This is the one that I got up into, I hit it 153 on the ball speed yesterday, but the tee box for the next hole is down here to the right, and I would have put it over there. This is the thing, I don't even know if you can add it. This one, because that tee box is there, they have a big kind of driving range net all the way down this right side to protect from tee shots like that. I'll put that down, but I don't know if you could even add it. And honestly, that wouldn't necessarily be something where you would play this and say, "Whoa, where's the net?" Definitely the play here is out to the left and try to fade it if you can. He nailed that bridge though in the water. There should be a decent line. Gives me room both left and right. And a good thing about this course, for the most part, it's pretty open, so to speak. So you do have some room on some of these shots to miss it a good amount and still be okay, which is nice. My kind of course. Hit a straight boom. I'll try. Been trying. I gotta extend my arms. Oh, that's good. Putter in the way. I think I gotta extend my arms out a little bit more and line it up a little bit more off the toe. I've been catching them too far towards the heel. And that was off the toe and hooking left. However, plenty of room over here, so 147. At least it wasn't off the heel. .257 on the rollout. A little bit of tree trouble. Let's check the collider here. These are, yeah, so there are colliders here. This is a little bit of a daunting shot because same thing in real life. If you really blade one, you hit it too much, you got the water right there behind you, kind of surrounding this on the back. So it's not the easiest in the world, and it does fall off pretty good. Front right, everything falls off. So unfortunately, though, to sneak it through those trees, it's gonna come out right. I guess that'll be fine. I'll leave it there. I'll even go a little bit more right. Really, this requires of a wedge shot out to the right and kind of hook it in, but I can't do that. So 63, I'm just going to try to launch it up and over this tree. A little bit deceiving on the sim, figuring out if like how tall this tree would actually be. Maybe in real life, if you took out a 56 or a 60, you would stand by this tree and you said, oh, I can get over that, no problem. A little bit tougher to judge that on the sim, but let's try choke down 56 and try to get it in the neighborhood of about 55, 60 yards in the air. I thinned it. And CDrum got us again with the trees. Oh boy. Well, still in the rough, 29. Terrible swing. Jack Hammett. Pow! What is that, the hammer driver? Just every single shot. Pow! Baby draw. The Hammer X. He reminds me of Uncle Rico. You ever see anyone throw what is it? Throw a football over those mountains, over those mountaintops? That guy reminds me of that. You ever seen a golfer hit a golf ball over those mountaintops? All right, what am I doing here? I guess 56 again. Try to land this about 25. Could go 60. Hold it a little bit left. Get going. And I hit it 19 instead of 25. Well, we got to try to drain this for par. 18 feet, 4 inches, up a inch, which plays a foot. So 19 feet, 4 inches total. These putts, I was going to ask CDrum. I'm sure he's way smarter than me, so maybe he has kind of the idea down. I think he kind of is way too humble and kind of downplays his ability and what he does. He says, oh, I just kind of hit it. He probably wasn't even aiming the other day. But I was wondering if there's, if you think about like a cone of dispersion as far as HLA goes, the horizontal launch angle, so that's picking up the ball for the putt. If I launch it like negative 1.5 on that last shot, if I did that with a putter, that would be a pull. Or if you pushed it like 1.5, I'm wondering if there's a cone of dispersion to where, obviously, if you're right next to the cup, you can have a pretty wide HLA and it'll still go in. For something like this, I probably have to hit it within like 0.1 or 0.2 one way or the other to give it a chance. But you would assume the further back you are to be able to give it a chance to go in, that cone of dispersion is going to widen out. I hit it kind of hard. Wow, that's a bomb. I will take that all day long and twice on Sunday. That's another good par save right there. Man, he nailed that this shed overhang bridge thing. This is the shot I was talking about. Did he add a collider to it? Let's see. No collider. No, he did. Yeah, he did add a collider. Wow. Good job, CDrum. Oh, so he did it. So if I hit this, I'm not gonna do it on purpose, but this would be a fun challenge. Maybe I'll do a live stream trying to hit this. It's like I would do on-course practice at this hole and just hit shot after shot, trying to hit this roof and launch it into the fairway. So he added those. That's awesome. This one again, on course, usually I would hit a 4 hybrid out here and land anywhere from right there and aim at this bunker here, and then the pin's over here to the left. This problem with this hole is right is no good. So over these trees, there's a massive hill here that goes down. That's all trouble over there to the right, and then everything over here on the left all funnels down really hard to the water. So hence the hybrid safe play just for this fat section of the fairway off the tee. Because of the sim, you can be a little more aggressive. So I'm gonna hit driver at that bunker. But usually that's how I would play it, and most people play it in real life. They would hit like a low iron hybrid, maybe even a 3-wood. Depends how far you hit your clubs. But 265 is going to put me up towards this bunker. We'll go there. We'll go there. Got a little bit of a two-way miss going, so try to get some strategery in here. His club doesn't work, but saying pow surprisingly does. Boom pow! It's Sunday. Joe did a putting video where he talked about how close you had to be for 0.0 at various lengths. Oh, really? Yeah, so I guess that answers my question. I'll have to check that out. It's got to be just, like I said, based on distance. So, like, if you're 2 feet from the cup, obviously you could pull it or push it really bad and it'll still go in. But the further you get back, the more precise you have to be, which makes sense. Who knows? Maybe if I hit this one really bad, we'll actually hit the little shed here, bridge. Yeah, I've never tried any of those like as seen on TV clubs. Like I've never tried the square wedge. I've never tried any of those alien clubs. I've never tried the hammer, made for aerodynamics. But it's funny. Hit a little bit better. Still not great. But that won't hurt me over here. That's a safe play. 146 on the ball speed. Still a little bit low. Again, I was Healy on that, so the spin kicked up a little bit. Backspin kicked up, and then we had some fade spin excess. But all things considered, not too bad. So we're in the rough. It's going to come out left. 52 up about 3 yards. And then the rough is going to be another, 2, 3 yards? So we'll aim here. Right-ish side of the middle circle. 57-ish total, so I got to hit this just over 50 and let it roll out a bit if I can. It's beyond me how I have 3 balls. I rotate them because apparently you hit them into the screen and the ball's back there. Apparently being so close, or just simulators in general with the screen and the net, the ball going so quick at sometimes heats up from having the screen stop it, and then if you only use one ball over and over again, you wear it down and you crack it a lot quicker. So I try to rotate the 3 balls, but it always seems like even with 3 balls here, I'm constantly searching for them. I want to hit the small driver. It's the size of the ball. Yeah, I've seen those as like a training aid almost. A mini driver would be cool too. I mean, essentially that's like basically the same thing as a 3-wood, but those tailor-made mini drivers. I'm not good enough for any of that. I just got to focus on hitting my actual driver better. 43, it's going to be short. All right. I don't hate this, though. 13 yards. It's going to be a little 60 degree. We can chip this inside the inner circle and save par. Otherwise, we're going to have a putt again. It's going to come out a little bit left. This is one of those where you stand over and you would say, this is possible hole out type of shot. How do I leave that short? How does that come up short? You hit an 8.8 carry instead of 10. I guess that's how you do it. Man, right on the edge too. I can roll this in 6 feet 7 inches, playing 7 feet 7 inches, but would have liked the par secured. All right, let's get a good HLA. Let's get a good speed here. Squared in like that one. I don't know if I hit it. Okay, I did. Another par. Mini drivers are about the size drivers used to be. Yeah, it's crazy how much bigger and more forgiving all these clubs have become. Everything from driver down to like the game improvement irons too. PXG has been posting 2-wood lately, basically a shorter shaft and a bit more lofty. Huh, I haven't seen that. Funny enough, I've been hitting drivers so poorly as of late, I put a 3-wood, this is a 3-wood shaft in my driver. So it's like probably an inch and a half shorter, a little bit easier to control. If you guys struggle with spraying shots all over the place off the tee, if you can find a 3-wood shaft with the same adapter as your driver, so this came off of a TaylorMade 3-wood. I have it in my TaylorMade Sim 2 now, but a little bit more control. Uneven par, I told him about it. I did that for a while and then I switched back, and now I'm back to it again, but he's stuck with it and he loves it. You lose some ball speed or potential for ball speed because you have the shorter club. You can't generate as much kind of whip and power going through. But if you make better contact, it's going to go further. And if you can control it, it's probably a pretty good trade-off, I would think. 1 over through 13. Course record in sight here until CDrum plays this entire course with his pitching wedge. Par 5. He nailed this. There's that big opening over there on the right. It's just pretty long and straight. Left in the trees is obviously trouble. Right is trouble as well until you get out towards that opening. But really, it's just the tee shot. If you can get off the tree, or off the tee rather, it kind of opens up for you a little bit more. Right about here, it opens up. So as long as I can sneak it by here and not spray one too far left or right. No sniffle noises on any of these that I've noticed. Hear the birds. I was half expecting CDrum to put my sniffle noises on one of the greens. Maybe he did it on 18. We'll see. Started with a used Walter Hagen Ultra set 50 years ago. I've never hit an actual like persimmons like wood. I know they call these like 3 woods and drivers of wood. It's because they used to be wood. I've never actually hit one of those. Not that I remember, at least. Not terrible. Get under that. Oh, we just got it to work. Not enough release. I'm leaving the face open a little bit. Club path was good. 0.4 into out. It's pretty neutral. Face was just a bit open, which I felt. It's pretty cool, even though it's square. For those that aren't familiar, the square with this club sticker tape, it's measuring. So all these launch monitors, you have the difference between measured statistics and estimated statistics. It's measuring the club path and it's measuring the angle of attack. And then as far as club data goes, it gives you face to target, which is estimated based on those two. But that was pretty spot on. I was going to say it's oddly accurate. That one, I knew the face was a bit open and it had that. And then I don't have it pulled up, but you can also get dynamic loft, which is just estimated. But pretty cool for a $700 unit. Never hit persimmon. Made chat feel old. Unsubbing. Well, it was nice knowing you, Golfing, the Golfing TV. Nice knowing you. This is going to come out right. However, I've been drawing them. I don't know if I'll be able to put that much draw, so we'll go there. Just try to hit kind of straight if we can. 173 out of the rough, up about 2 yards. So 175, and then the rough is going to be at least 6%, which is going to be another 8, 9, 10 yards. So we're up to like 185-ish, 180, 185. Usually that'd be a well-struck 7, but I'm going to take my own advice and hit a 6. Honestly, I could probably hit a 5 right now. But we're going to hit the 6, try to commit to it, take a good pass at it. It is a par 5, so we got some room to mess up. But this would be nice if I hit this green here and have a putt for eagle. Hit it decent. A little too much. And that's the problem when you club up and then you actually hit it good. Long putt for eagle, but it is an eagle putt. We hit the green. 37 feet, going to be down 9 feet. So 28. This is so much fun. GSPro is awesome anyways, but the fact that you can play something that you played in real life, especially a course like this. I kind of wish, though, it's very gracious of him to put all the HRG stuff all over the place, but it would have been kind of funny if he trolled me a little bit more. Honestly, though, I haven't had a ton of notes. Like, I have only notes that are very minimal on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 holes. There's not much. Like, this is very, very much so. Very playable and very... Oh, I don't have my reading assist here for this important eagle putt. This is pretty much perfect the way it is, though. Should have made you feel young. I feel old, but I am. 1968 Wilson Dynapower X31 iron Shaftwoods. Typed wrong, Boogeyman Bill. Grew up on persimmons. All right, can we make this for eagle or no? Honestly, it'd be cool if it goes in. I may just play this for the inner circle. So like, play it out here, and just take the easy birdie if I can get the speed right. It is breaking a good amount. I don't think that's too much. I think it's virtually impossible to miss this. And I'm gonna even go a little bit more. I think it's virtually impossible to miss this right. We'll go there, and just gonna get the speed right. Keep going! I babied it. I know that's the cardinal sin. You can't leave the eagle putt short, but I just didn't want to blast it off the front of this green. This is makeable, though. We got a birdie putt. If not, it's going to be a par, which would be unfortunate for those 2 shots. But 6 feet 4 inches, down 1, so 5 feet 4 inches. This is basically just a tap. That one, that was such a short putt. I should have moved it back more. I don't think It wasn't a significant pull. It was 0.5. That sucks. That's a bad par, if there is such a thing. That sucks. Honestly, on that one, I didn't feel like that was a terrible putt. I think that one, the Country Club Elite mat and my little gap here to make it a little more level. I think when I hit that, I think the ball actually kicked itself left. So the square read it as a little bit of a pull. I didn't feel like I pulled it enough to miss that. Maybe. I don't know. But I think that could possibly be my setup doing me dirty there. That sucks. I think you had the line. Ouch. Hard to miss it right now. Oh well, we're still one over. That would have been nice though. Would have brought us back to even. All right. 15th hole, par 4, 1 over. Let's see what we're working with the flyover. He's got the water right. He's got that hill there on the left correct. This all looks pretty good. Got the car path going up there to the next tee box. CDrum does it again. This is kind of narrow. You got to hit a pretty good tee shot. Favor the left a little bit more than the right. I guess we'll go there. Man, that's a kick in the you-know-what with that putt. Well, I didn't miss it right. That's low and left. It's crazy how even on the simulator, a shot like that, I know that just right was way worse than left. So you protect against that, and then that results in a shot like that. But it's pretty crazy the fact that like you can even still kind of feel that and have in the back of your head, all right, don't miss this right, even on a simulator where you can't lose a ball and it doesn't matter. Kind of cool. Rely on the auto aim too much? Yeah, if it's been giving me the line bill, I've just been going with it. I guess I could double check it. I've just been kind of taking its word for it that it's putting me in the right spot. 102 out of the rough, up a yard and a half. So it's going to play closer to 110, but I think I can still hit my approach wedge and hit it around 100, 105-ish. It should work out pretty good. $101. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on. Used to hate this club, this approach wedge, back in the backyard days with the R10. This used to be my least favorite club in the bag, but I worked on it so much. This has become one of my favorite clubs. I've got that 100-yard shot. Granted, it helps me doing all those hole-in-one challenges with like 100 yards, but I've got that 100-yard shot pretty well dialed in at this point. Not every time, but that's a good example of that there. I feel a lot more comfortable over that shot than I used to. Not a big fan of downhill putts. Angle slightly right during your drives. You mean, Cole, you mean aim or even? Yeah, that was good. That was a good birdie right there. Thanks, E-School. Cole, you saying as far as my aim with GSPro or my body in alignment to the right? You're not wrong if I'm trying to draw it. I've been trying to get the feel of, I've been working on that with both driver and irons of aligning a little bit more to the right, a little bit more closed, and have the feeling of throughout my backswing and even my downswing in the swing, keeping my back more towards the target throughout the entire swing. Kind of shallows you out a little bit more, come a little bit more from the inside versus some people, I do it sometimes too, and other people, they call it spinning out. You get up to the top here, and you basically throw your upper body over the top in this way, and then by the time you get to the ball, you're coming from out to in on it. Yes, aim, body. All right, we'll try it out. So I think this one, over the water, which is daunting, straight uphill, I think there's a little bit of I think there's a bush, which I usually aim at, right here in the fairway, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe CDrum can just add a little bit of a bush there. I'm going to write that down. But I believe there's like a little shrubby type of bush that I kind of use to aim at. So you sneak it by this first tree over the water, and I'm pretty sure there's a bush type of thing there. All right, fly over. Yeah, so I'm not mistaken, it's like right here on the right, probably like 3 to 5 yards into the rough off the fairway. I've had to deal with that before, which makes me think of it. These sticks, though, same thing in real life. You see these sticks as you're over this tee shot. This is cool. Actually, I want to hit this one more time. So I'm pretty sure left is real trouble, and there's a little bit of water over there. You see the cart path kind of goes through it. Did he have the water over there? Not that that's a big deal. Yeah, so I guess he does have that little creek. That is accurate. So sometimes people have to like run around that thing to get through it. Maybe a little bit more water over there to make it spot on accurate, but he does have that, and that should be, yeah, that white line over there is out of bounds. So he has it. All right, we're going to aim right side of the fairway, considering we're actually going to try to shut down my stance and hit a draw. This may end up being a hook versus a draw, but as long as it goes from right to left and we don't hit a nose-diving duck hook into the water, I think we'll call it a success. It's one of my major swing flaws we just did there. By the way, hit the like button, guys. Appreciate it. And that's why you close your body. Open path inside out. Club face closed. When you don't close it, you get the push. Yeah, it's so tough, man. Even like, it's so tough too, even being able to like possibly know what you're doing wrong and what you could do better. It's a whole different story. I've asked you, like, one, the first part of it is like figuring out what you're doing wrong and kind of identifying it. But two, even if you know what you're doing wrong and what you're trying to do, sometimes your body just does not listen. So like, I could aim up this time. I could shut down the face a little bit, shut down my stance, keep my back to the target, aim over to the right, and even still, even though I'm consciously trying to do that, my brain just says, hold my beer, we're not doing that, we're going to the right, which is frustrating. Oh no, go! That was so low and heely. Well, it drew. That was a heel draw. Man, I hit that like down here. I barely made contact with that. 137 ball speed. Yikes. Thanks a lot, chat. That was on you guys, that one. Give me all these swing thoughts. Just kidding. That was 100% me. Ugh. Not a terrible leave, though. 130, up 7. We're in the fairway. Could be worse. Question is here, though. This would be, usually I play my pitching wedge to 130, 135. Usually would be a perfect pitching wedge number. I just don't quite know if I have the distance for that right now. Smaller greens, you don't really want to be, rather be a little bit long than a little bit short. You don't want to be short because it falls off. So I guess we'll go choke down 9. Try to hit this. Even choke down 9. Usually I play the choke down 9 to like 140, 145. Maybe it'll work. So maybe right now, 130, 135 on a choke down 9. We'll try it. Oh, I chunked it so bad. I hit like an inch behind that. Chunked it, shut down the face, straight left. If nothing else, these streams are good for what not to do on a lot of these shots. So at least you guys can learn something by just doing the complete opposite of what I do. 19 yards. It's going to come out a little bit right. We'll aim a couple clicks over there to the left. We're in the rough. It's up almost a yard, so 20, and then another yard because of the rough. 21 total. Ideally, 15 to 17 in the air, depending on launch and spin. Or 26. What am I doing? Long par putt. Look at this break. It's hard to fix habits. Low but baby draw uphill. All my drives look like that today. Full 9. You even must be doing something okay. I know. It's just, don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't know about this. This is a putt where you're just playing for the inner circle. You don't expect to make this. 18 feet, 6 inches, playing 14 feet. But we're staring down a more than likely bogey here. Possibly even a double. We'll see. But I would assume pretty low percentage putt here with all this break in the downhill and how far we are. Probably looking at a 5-10% putt in terms of chances, which again, hopefully I just play towards the inner circle and just move on my life with a bogey. Oh! That thing stayed on the auto aim line for so long. I thought I did it for a second. It was a good putt. 0.2 HLA. That's pretty straight for me. Hey, I gave it a chance. That's tough. 1 over. Par. Par aim assist. Man, that was looking good for a long time. I almost started to celebrate early. I'm glad I didn't. All right, 2 holes left. 17th hole, we got a par 3, and then we got a par 5. 17th hole, par 3. 191 down 4, according to CDrum. I gotta try to find a scorecard from the last time I played here and try to compare the yardages. So I'm trying to think. Let me hit this. I remember there's a long walk between this hole and the next one. You kind of have to go by, I don't know what the other tee box is. You kind of go up and around. There may be more trees here on this one. I'll have to look. Again, this is the point of the round. Yeah, you see how the cart path goes up and around? Maybe this is right. This is the point of the round where usually I'm like, kind of like now, I'm kind of out of it, so I don't have as good of memory on this. That's probably close. What am I going to hit? 187. Usually it would be, I guess 6. Usually it would be a well-struck 7. So, and I got to get out of the habit of trying to hit it to that number. Granted, you want to get it there, but if I hit it that exact number, especially in the air, then I'm going to be off the back every single time. Bottle cap. 6 iron it is. I don't hate it. It was a little bit toey. I didn't make the best contact in the world, but that's a good, somewhat miss hit, all things considered. All right, 21 feet. I hit it too hard. I hit it too hard. Sit. All right. Open face 2, 1.5, launch to the right. Good par, though. We could possibly get it back to even here. It is a par 5. This is doable. I'm trying to think. I believe there's another one of those bushes that I was talking about. I believe there's a bush up here, same thing, just off the fairway in the rough. I believe there's a bush. I remember when I was saying yesterday I hit one of my longest drives here. It was like 320 out of nowhere. I think I was over by that bush, so I think there is one there. Unless it is there, and we see it on the flyover that I can't see it right now. So I want to say right at this bump out, right about there, there's another one of those like shrubby bush things. All right, let's try to go with the draw again, I guess. Hopefully you guys enjoyed going through this again. I'm going to call it quits after this hole. Nice shot, thanks. All right, one of the better ones as of late. Backspin was kind of high, 3,300 on the backspin. 148 though, rolling out to 260, baby draw. I don't hate that. 208 up 4 in the fairway. We're in business. So 212. I guess 4-iron. Possible I could get if I hit it really well. A 5-iron there regularly. But I have a feeling I can't hit 4 hybrid. That's going to be way too much club. I think 4-iron over here. Try to run it up there. Hopefully it gets there. We'll see. Long irons are just tough in general to hit. I'm not going to do it, but it would be nice if I could do a little bottle cap here. Well, I don't know if it was that bad. I toe chunked it really bad. That was a terrible shot. Can't necessarily blame Square on a shot like that. I have a feeling with a 4-iron, even though I hit that really bad, that probably would have gone further than 81 yards and rolled out further than 97. So I think that was a slight misread on top of a terrible shot. But I did hit that really chunky, way off the toe, shut down the face. It was definitely low and left. I think that probably, though, would have gone a little bit further than 81. But a shot like that you can't really complain about because that was so poorly hit. Well, same thing as real life. Set yourself up good with a decent drive on a par 5, and then you do that. Now this is basically playing like a par 4, and I got to hit a good one here. Hitting 3 out of the rough, 114. It's going to come out a little bit left. We're going to aim here. Up 3 yards, so 117, and then 6% will be another 7 yards ish, like 124. I'm gonna hit a full pitching wedge. Being about a club down right now, hopefully it gets there. Well, I got it there. I don't hate it. A little bit thin. I just don't want to leave that short again. All right, long birdie putt. This would be cool if it drops and we end up even. If not, another one I'm probably playing. Wow, it's down 11. I'm playing for the inner circle, honestly, for just a par, and we'll be one over. But this is 23 5 inches, but it's down 11 inches, so that's going to be 11 feet. So it's 23, basically playing 12. Yikes. This is one of those where you think it's impossible to leave it short, but I'm going to hit this so easy because you're protecting against the one you blast long. You kind of got both short and long into play. Oh! Let's go. We got a couple long bomb putts here. Let's go. That's huge. I'll take that all day long. Even par? Let's go. Honestly, if I didn't hit that 4-iron so poorly, that could have been an eagle, possibly, instead of a birdie. But no complaints there. Football chips and putts. Eagle go 1 under, valid score record. You have that look like Tiger on TGL going into the water. Sweet, even, appreciate it. Nice finish. Boom, pow! What a round. Pow! For a birdie. How about that, folks? So, as far as the, if anyone wants to compete against this when CDrum puts it up, I did stroke play. Obviously, I was playing by myself. Fairways were normal. Greens were normal. I did 9 stimps. I played, it was the white tees, so go easy on me. I didn't play the tips, but I was playing the whites. Mulligans were on. I didn't take them. Usually those are off. The pins were Thursday, so I didn't make the most challenging pins in the world, but there were some pretty tough putts there. It was Thursday pins. I used my global elevation, which is 2,500 feet. So it wasn't the course elevation. So I got a little bit of help there on some distance, but 6-foot gimme circles, no wind, and play mode says player setting, whatever that is. But I didn't do any funny business, so we'll take that all day long. CDrum's rubbing off on me? I hope so. I was saying the other day, kind of trying to pick up some better swing stuff by osmosis. I don't know about all that, but I'll take the help I can get. I mean, you've seen he's really, really good. So even if I can maybe pick up a couple things here and there and try to play a little bit better. Even like Black Cloud was saying, it is true. Happens with other sports too, like tennis when you're playing against someone, and even sometimes with team sports, if you're playing a team that's really good or really bad, sometimes you play up or down to their level, kind of without even trying. I definitely do think that's a thing, both here on the sim and in real life with golf. If you're playing with someone that's really, really good, you kind of you start seeing them hit really good shots, good smooth swings, good contact. They're playing it smart. That kind of rubs off on you. Versus there's been times where I played with people that are really struggling, and you're seeing someone hole after hole, shot after shot, chunk it, top it, hook it, slice it, and then even that kind of creeps into your game a little bit. Obviously, the better players can block that type of stuff out, but that was a lot of fun. CDrum killed it. I have a couple notes. I don't know if he even wants to change any of those, but I'll relay it to him. I'm glad I did this on like the horizontal format, and I kind of talked through it. So maybe he won't even need the notes. Maybe if he watches this, I was hoping he'd pop in here. I've been pestering him a lot lately, so I told him I'd give him some time off from having to go back and forth with me, and hopefully you would enjoy some of his time away from me a little bit. But hopefully, maybe he'll see this. Maybe one of the other streams he'll pop in, and he's a freshly minted moderator now, like I said, so he can block some people in here. He can time some people out, and then hopefully sooner than later. Hopefully I don't scare him off too much. Hopefully he'll want to join us again sooner than later for another live stream of some sorts. I'm thinking maybe I asked him maybe a 7-iron 1-club challenge scramble between the two of us. So I'm thinking like we pick a course, probably the white tees, maybe even the reds. But we each do 7-iron only for everything. So tee shots, iron shots, chipping, putting, everything with a 7-iron, and we play as a team. I think that would be pretty fun. If you guys have any other ideas for stuff like that, let me know. I would like to do that, and because he's so good, I would also like to try. I didn't play too bad here, which I was pretty happy about, but I would like to try to beat him if he played the tips with his full bag, and I played like the red tees. I think he would probably still beat me, but I think as far as handicapping goes, that would probably be a little bit more fair, and maybe do a head-to-head match, something like that, because he's so much better than I am. But I don't even know if the red tees would be enough, as he hits his ball so far. But if you have any ideas, I'm open for him. Hopefully he's receptive to it as well. I always appreciate and enjoy. He's awesome. He's such a good guy. Fun to go back and forth with. Really enjoy the time that he spends. I mean, doing this obviously, but more so just kind of hanging out and playing golf. It's a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it. But any other parting words? Put them in now. So I'm gonna turn this off pretty soon. Try to get a workout in. We got, what is it, 3? I might not even have time. It's 2:57. I don't know if the first game, it's either at 3 o'clock or 3:30. It's like, I think it's maybe 3 and then 6:30. 2 games again today as far as NFL playoffs go. So I want to watch those. Maybe I'll work out in between games, or maybe put it on and work out possibly for like a half an hour while I'm watching some of it. But really, really appreciate Bill. Very generous of you. Very kind. You didn't have to do that. Bill sent a sizable super chat before, so can't thank you enough for that. Very, very kind. Very generous. Really, really appreciate that. I am going to put that to good use. And my dad actually sent me a text while I was playing this. He sent me a text. I was telling him about the propane heater. He sent me a text with something I got to look at what that is. So I think I'm gonna ask him possibly what I should get, maybe what he recommends, and I'm gonna put that super chat to good use, Bill, and get myself a propane heater to make it a little more tolerable. But honestly, it's not too bad. I mean, I bundle up. I wear wool socks. I have like 3 layers on. I have a t-shirt. I have a like a thermal second layer. This is a long sleeve shirt, and I have this lined fleece flannel, which keeps me pretty warm. And I have these pants, and I have thermal leggings on underneath, and then wool socks. It's not too bad, despite being, we're getting a little bit warmer. 37 degrees in the garage right now. Not exactly McGolfin TV Florida weather, but as opposed to 25 degrees like it was here the other night. Have a good one. Catch you on the next one. So I didn't have time. I didn't post a video today. I was doing this instead. I have a video I got to edit, and I'll post that tomorrow. And then, like I said, I'm planning on, I don't know if it's 100% set in stone. I got to talk to Spike, but I believe we're going to be doing a 4-man scramble tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be a par 3 course. It's going to be me, Spike, I believe Lyndon CC, who I tapped into there before. He was doing a hole-in-one challenge. I think he's in New Jersey with a Mevo Plus simulator in his garage. I believe I asked him. He said he was in. So it's going to be me, Lyndon CC, Spike's Blue Collar Sim Golf, and then one other person possibly for a 4-man scramble together. We'll see how all the audio and video goes with 4 different people as opposed to 2. But should be fun, something different. And it'll save me from having to hit driver, 3-wood long irons, that kind of stuff. But I'm going to try to do, once I talk to him, Bill, you were saying you like when I schedule it, I'll, if we're actually going to do that and it's locked in, I'll schedule the live stream for 5 p.m. tomorrow, so you get warning and notification that it'll be there. But all those layers slow your swing. I know. Tell me about it. I mean, it's definitely restricting. Obviously, ideally, I'd be able to be in shorts and a t-shirt, and you feel a lot more free. But I find if you go layers that kind of stretch a little bit is better than wearing like jeans or something that doesn't move quite as well, because that definitely restricts your swing. But cool, try to catch that. Nice stream, thanks. Yeah, no problem. Let's see if we can work on something, McGolfin TV. I have Discord. Maybe the best way to reach me. We can send a couple direct messages back and forth, so we kind of have a direct line of communication. Also, Instagram DMs. My Discord is all one word, Hosel Rocket Golf. You could add me there. And I think my Instagram is Hosel Rocket Golf 72. But either way, it'd be nice if we have like a kind of a direct line of communication. So if we can figure something out with that real versus sim golf type of thing, maybe I know you said it could take a little while to figure it out if you can even do it, but I'd be more than happy to pop on there if you can facilitate it between your brother and I. That'd be awesome. But all right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. Appreciate you guys watching. Really appreciate Bill, the super chat. Like I said, can't thank you enough for that. Major shout out to CDrum for putting this together. You guys will be seeing more from this course, no doubt. But I guess until tomorrow, I'll see you guys at the video at noon, and then 5 p.m. tomorrow for the 4-man scramble live stream. But enjoy your day. Have a good weekend. Hopefully, if your football team's playing, hopefully they win. I'm a Patriots fan, and they absolutely suck. So I don't have any dog in the fight, so to speak. So I don't really care who wins. Personally, I was saying, talking to Uneven Par, we beat down the Bills for about 20 years straight. So while the Patriots suck, I wouldn't mind seeing them win it all, just so they can have one out of every 20 years. So I guess if anything, I'm pulling for the Bills. Definitely don't want to see Kansas City win again. I think East School, you're a Kansas City Chiefs fan, maybe. So probably you don't want to hear that, but definitely don't want to see the Chiefs win. But Bills would be kind of cool. Sounds good. I'm like 3 weeks late setting up the channel Discord. We'll get on it. Yeah, I mean, even just you can just like basically add me as a friend, McGolfin TV, on Discord, so we can just basically like direct message back and forth. But if you set up that Discord thing, I'll join that too. But either way, see you guys on the next one.